Hey everybody, welcome back. Zippy Industries, Chris here. So, been a while. I've been doing some remodeling on the house, whatnot. We will get back to the shovel shortly. Garage is a bit of a disaster right now, so I've been remodeling the bathroom. So as I start projects, I get stuff and then just put it wherever, and then we clean up afterwards. Also, if you see here, there's a bunch of transmission shit, and that's because we picked up this bad boy. Damn it. So what we have here is a 69 C10. It is a short bed. All right, so drove 3 hours down to North Carolina to pick this bad boy up. So as you see, she is a little rusty, but the underside, the mechanics are all brand new. The guy rebuilt everything and whatnot. So that was one of the main reasons why we bought this thing. All right, so it is a short bed, which is always wanted one of these. Always wanted C10. Made these 67 to 72. This is 69, so it has the wide grill on it and stuff. 69 and 70 share the same. This is one of the other reasons I bought this truck, and I'm going to show you right now. This is what started out as a Gen 4 454 is now a 496. It has all Eagle rotating assembly, forged, all that good stuff, steel crank, forged pistons, whatnot. It's got aluminum heads on it. They're Speedmaster, they're oval ports, and Y and stealth intake, and it has the GM Performance serpentine belt conversion from the late 80s 3500 one-ton trucks. So full MSD stuff, all new brakes, the whole frame has been redone, all the suspension has been redone, everything has been touched, all new. So it does have a 72 front cross member, and it has a C10 big block front cross member, and it also has a 72 12 bolt in the back, 31 spline axles. It also has a TH400 in it, so that has been rebuilt. The motor's been rebuilt. Everything has about 1,000 miles on it. So we have already done a few things to it to kind of clean some stuff up. First off, we put a higher stall converter in, mainly so that we can actually use the thing. It was really doggy off the line when you punched it. And I looked up on the cam card, and the cam card said should have a stall with around 2,800 or so. So we took out the B&M Torque Master, which was at 2,200 stall, and we put in a whole shot nitrous converter that's 2,800 to 3,000. So completely different truck now. Definitely takes more RPMs, of course, to get her to move, and on the highway she runs a bit higher RPMs. But if you mash it, it'll move. So it drives like a completely different truck just by switching the torque converter out. We also put a full Transgo Pro kit in it. So this guy right here, yes, it's a mess. Right there, the 400 Pro. So that's Transgo's full balls to the wall trans reprogramming kit. Has plate kit, has all kinds of springs. Pulled transmission out. Guy said it had been rebuilt, so he said it didn't have a shift kit in it, so that was one reason why I bought the shift kit. I got into it, and I wanted to make main reason why I tear it apart, I wanted to verify it had been rebuilt. So got it apart, pulled the main drive hub out, and everything looked brand new. All the fibers look good. Upgraded the second upgraded the second gear. That snap ring, apparently it goes bad because it's small and it can tear all the cogs out of the case, those lugs in there. So we put the upgraded one in there. And the main drive hub, we put beefier springs in there. So internally it's going to take wherever we can throw at it. Then we did the full plate kit, which when I tore the valve body off, I found out it already had a plate kit in it. But it didn't have any upgraded springs or anything like that. It was just a plate kit, and they took some springs out of the shift mechanisms. So got that all in last week and been driving it since. I did have different valve covers on it. So the other valve covers didn't have baffles on them, so when we first got it, it was blowing oil out. So did a quick fix on those and bought the little the rubber grommets that have the seals on the bottom, so it didn't pop oil everywhere. The biggest problem we were having was the PCV valve was a standard one, and that it didn't fit tight in the rubber. So I ordered these Billet Specialties covers. Super nice. They do seem to be made overseas, because when I actually looked at them, they were identical to the ones I took off here internally. Just where it says M&S, that had been ground out magically. Crazy, right? But these have baffles, and I ordered the matching Billet Specialties breather and PCV, so those are good to go. They look nice. All that's ready. So the other thing we did was I put some billet metering blocks on the carb. I've been trying to tune it. You can see them. The biggest issue we had when we first got it was running pig rich, and trying to start it cold or actually starting it hot was a pain in the butt. So tuning the carb, it is an 850 double pumper, and the floats had not been checked, so they were high. I had to lower those down. That fixed the hot start issue. Now when you hit the key, it immediately fires up right away. So yeah, slowly dialing the carb. Added 4 degrees of timing, so we're up to 38 degrees of total timing. We have 16 degrees of initial. We're just running the MSD. We're just running the standard springs, the heavy silvers, and the advanced bushing that comes in it. He didn't give me any of the stuff that comes with it, so it's just running what it was in it out of the box. So that's where we're at. We got to tidy up a few things. Like the fuel line's kind of sitting here. That's driving me nuts. Like this, the heater hoses and whatnot. The biggest one is how close this hose is to the alternator. Either I'm going to get a different hose so it's not so close, because we did pull a vacuum on this because we were running hot. So I pulled a vacuum on it to see if there's any air bubbles, and it collapsed that upper hose and it rubbed the damn pulley, so that was fun. But yeah, it's got all that stuff. So currently we're running a bit hot. It's got a cold case, two-row radiator and fans in it. But I think what's happening right now, when we're running now, like today it was 85 degrees running on the highway. It was the truck, the temp meter, it was pegging it out almost. It wasn't in the red range, but it was at the upper end of the sweep for the C10 gauge. C10 gauge doesn't show temperatures, it just shows a sweep. So yeah, you can still see where it's at. It's pegged all the way out. So if I turn the key on, it'll come back down. But you can kind of see the interior. We're going to swap this thing out. This radio decided to stop working yesterday. Gonna put a different steering wheel on it, back to the factory one instead of this tiny thing that sucks. When we got it, there was no floor mat in it, so this thing was pretty loud on the highway. There is rust in the floors. So some nice North Carolina plates. So there's that. Put in all new seals on the doors because the passenger side didn't have one, and it was rattling back and forth, and it actually flung open one day when I took a corner, so that was fun. So got our bed. It's pretty crusty, but it should be all right. So it's our new shop truck. We're gonna take it around, take the shows and whatnot, enjoy it, because the other two hot rods I have, they're very much far from running and being on the road. So this one in the meantime will definitely be fun to drive around. I plan on doing a power tour next year, So which we'll see. Definitely going to have to get a 4L80 or something for an overdrive. With the higher stall, we're running 70, 75, we're running like 3,000 RPM. So we're getting about 9 miles a gallon now. Not ideal, but tuning in the car has definitely helped, because the plugs were just straight black before. We're starting to tune that in now to where the plugs are looking better. So fuel mileage is starting to do a little bit better, and when you mash on it, it cleans out pretty good. So yeah, so that's kind of what we've been working on right now for the past month or so. We've had this thing about a month. I've been doing a lot of work on this thing. So have a bunch of sheet metal to do, of course. Then I need to do at least fix this stuff. The floors I want to fix. This rocker and whatnot I want to fix, because it's bad. It's really bad, actually. So bought all new stuff. I ordered from Classic Industries. They were, by the time you got shipping or whatnot, they were the cheapest. So at some point, I guess we'll do a video on that. We're going to do the outside of the floors, the rockers, all that stuff. Get all that stuff fixed, and yeah, try and keep the water out. It definitely needs some love, that's for sure. So plan is fix all the internal structure. So like even the wheel tubs are rusted out up here in the front. So core support needs some love. So replace all the internal structure, try to leave as much of the outside the way it is. It's really funny. We ride home the next morning, guy was having his car towed next door. The tow truck driver came over and asked if it was for sale. I was like, no man, we just bought it. So I told the wife, I was like, you don't have to worry about any chicks hunting, only just a bunch of old guys. So it definitely brings all the boys to the yard, that's for sure. So yeah, I've already been asked if it's for sale like 4 or 5 times now. So if you know me, yeah, it probably will be for sale for too long, because I don't keep them real long. But we're gonna have some fun with this. Class, get over here. Get over here. Boss, the destroyer, thinks he can do whatever he wants. Yeah, ain't that right? You're good helper out here, aren't you? You keep all the sticks at bay. Yeah. Where you going? He's sometimes more of a pain in the butt than he is good. So most of the time he listens. But our neighbor got a dog. I think it's a Shih Tzu, or maybe it's a Shih Tzu mix. It might be a mutt. I don't know. But he was on his leash the other day and got off his leash and ran over here, and he was out here, and the little dog tried to nip at him, and that ended that real quick. So yeah, so he used to be way worse with other dogs, but he's being better now that we take him around more places. So anyway, enough about that. So yeah, so look for hopefully we'll be doing some more on this thing, and hopefully we will be getting back on the shovel head here real soon. So yeah, I've been kind of biting at the bit to get that done. We still need to weld up those tanks, get the rest of that done. First thing I gotta do is organize my garage for the 4,000th time so that I can get to it. Yeah, last video you all saw we did the 39mm, or the 41mm forks and the 39mm front end. So that's all done. Biggest thing we gotta do right now is finish the tanks. I gotta finish weld them, and then fix all that, and then it's more or less ready for paint. So lots of fun. So anyway, maybe we'll take you guys around to some of the shows we're gonna go to. We just came from a big one today. Daryl Olgers out in Sutherland did a big show. Apparently they do it every year. 300 hot rods or so. It was a good day, but today was ungodly hot, so that was less than ideal. Last weekend there was a big C10 show down in North Carolina, but I had work, so we didn't make it. But supposedly there's like 1,000 C10s that showed up to that thing. So maybe next year we'll go and we'll have some content, if you all care about that. Just let me know. You all want to see more of the truck, or you all just want to see more of the bikes? So either way, we're gonna do it and try and figure it out along the way. If we do, great. If not, well, we'll redo it and figure it out anyway, like we always do. So take care, guys. We'll see you later.